Hi everyone, welcome back to Eve Math Tutoring. Today's lesson is on graphing lines using a table of values. So if you're given an equation and you're asked to graph or plot the line, say you have the following example. So one way to graph it is by using a table of values. So what you want to do is put it in the form y equals, and then I like to bring this over, it becomes negative. So I like to put it into this form. Then once you do that, what you're going to do is put an x and a y. And then what you can do is plug in, I usually like to plug in -2, -1, 0, 1, and 2 into my table. I find that these 5 values usually are the best ones to use just to get a general idea of what the graph looks like. So then you plug these into your, so you plug this value into x into your equation, and then you get, so over here we get +2 plus 4, which is 6, and then -1 plus 4. So it's 1 plus 4, which is 5, 0 plus 4, which is 4, -1 plus 4, which is 3, and then -2 plus 4, which is 2. So once you get those, you can go ahead and graph it on an xy axis. So when x equals -2, y equals 6. When x equals -1, y equals 5. When x equals 0, y equals 4. When x equals 1, when x equals 1, y equals 3. And then when x equals 2, y equals 2. So then what you do is just connect everything. There, and there's your graph, okay? So what you want to do is you want to do this for every equation that you get. We can actually try another example. Say you were given this one, x minus 3y plus 6 equals 0. So again, you want to isolate y. So I'm going to bring this and this over to the other side. So they both become minus, the sign changes. And I'm going to divide everything by -3. So this becomes x plus 2. X over 3, sorry. Okay, so now once you get the equation in this form, now you can set up a table. I like to plug in -2, -1, 0, 1, 2. Then you want to plug these into your y values, into your x, and figure out your y. And once you do that, you can go ahead and plot your graph. So it's the same idea every time. So here we'll get -2 over 3 plus 2, -1/3 plus 2, 0 plus 2, 1/3 plus 2, which is 2 1/3, 2/3 plus 2, which is 2 2/3, 2, 1 2/3, 1 1/3. Okay, so here yx. Okay, so when x equals -2, y equals 1 1/3. When x equals -1, y equals 1 2/3. X equals 0, y equals 2. When x equals 1, this equals 2/3, etc. So it just goes on in that direction. And there you go, that's your graph, okay? So that's graphing lines using a table of values.